Hey man, it's your boy Mr.Balling on the budget himself, man. Today's video, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Big Lip Tasia. I'm gonna also give y'all some sights and like a parts breakdown and slight cost of where we at on the build and what it takes to get to this step pretty much. So we're gonna go ahead and start talking about it. I got my envelope here. It's got all my like documents and whatnot. So, you know, stay organized, y'all. Stay organized. Alright, so this is all the receipts for all the parts, everything that I bought for the Chevy so far. But this pile here is to talk about where we at right now. So I'm gonna do that and then we're gonna talk about it. So before I even really get into it for real, I don't want that to blow away. So before I get into it for real, right now we got 26s on the box Chevy. We got full QA1 suspension on the box Chevy. We got anti-roll, rear end, axles, wheel wood brake kit on the box. We got a lot of parts on the box. So, you know, I'm gonna have him do a run through at the bottom so y'all can see what it look like up underneath there. And once y'all see everything, y'all understand the parts list I'm gonna break down so y'all can see everything that's going on. And y'all tell me what y'all think. So I'm gonna go ahead and have him show y'all the underneath. Alright y'all, so this video might be a little long, but trust the process and watch the full video so y'all can understand everything pertaining to this build, just in case you need some information for your own build. Alright, so wheels, I got the wheels from Intro Billets from California. Here you go, the invoice for that. Wheels, they was 6,700 wheels and tires. 26 by 12, 10-inch lip, which is 10-inch front space and front space lip, 2-inch back lip, so it's a full 10 inches. They built the wheels to this car. You ain't gotta pay for the whole set when you order them. You can just buy them in pairs. So you can buy the back two first, and then buy the front two, or you can buy all four, whatever you prefer. So that's Intro wheels. You can call them direct. You ain't gotta go through a rim shop or none of that. Now the suspension, I got the trick chassis suspension. This the lower relocation brackets. That's what y'all see up underneath there. You know, if y'all look at the video, that's what y'all gonna see. Those boxes, the lower control arms, the upper control arms. The trick chassis kit is about $346. The relocation brackets, $105. The QA1 upper control arms, which is on the front of the car. The part number for that is 122-52320. That's for the upper control arms. And then the lower, I'm sorry, correction, that's for the lower control arms. The upper control arms is part number 122-52318. So you can go on JEGS. If you don't want to type in the part number, you can just type in your year, make, and model of the car, and it'll give you the whole QA1 kit, level 1 through 3 for your car. Same with the coilover springs. The coilover springs, the part number was 122-RCK52380. So this for the double adjustable coilover springs. Like I said, you can go on JEGS, type in your car, year, make, and model, and it'll give you the springs for your car. What's this? Quick Performance. That's where I got this rear end from. So Quick Performance, to get this rear end, I had to call them and tell them to narrow it 2 inches on both sides at first, but that wasn't enough. As y'all can see in the previous videos, it wasn't short enough. So I had to get it sent back and get it narrowed another 4 inches, I believe, on each side. So all in all, I want to say it's like 6 inches narrow on each side, just about. But yeah, so you call them, get your rear end narrowed. And with that, they're not going to weld the control arm brackets. They're going to tell you we won't weld those because now you're modifying it to a certain level that they don't want to get into. So they're not going to weld those. So whoever's putting your rear end together has to know how to make sure your lower control arm brackets is mounted and welded evenly with the control arm. So Quick Performance, that's where I got the rear end from. And I also got my gears from them too. So that's the relocation brackets. Okay, the transmission, that was in the last video. I got that from RPM. Some people asked me about it. Like I said, I got a 480 stage 5 built, all new internals, with a B&M cooler. Now, some people asked me in the previous video, well, how much does something like this cost? Because we're gonna do another walk around towards the end as far as how the Chevy's sitting right now. So Slate, when you go there, I'm gonna show y'all how they break their invoices down. Because not every shop is gonna show y'all this. So I'm gonna show y'all the breakdown of this invoice so y'all can see how much everything costs. And they charge by the hour, so I know how much their hourly rate is. Dude, it's easy math. Take the hourly rate times how many hours it's gonna take. But with them is if the job is done before the expected hourly rate, you won't get charged for that. So if they say it might take 40 hours, but only take them 30, they're gonna charge you for the 30. Even though on paper they rung it up as 40, but if they finish before then, they won't charge you the full 40. But if it's a job that takes longer than 40, they cap it off at 40. So like the frame fabrication on my car, it took a little bit longer than 40 hours. So they capped it off at 40. They're not gonna continue to like charge me more. They're not gonna recharge me for something that we already agreed on the price. So we hear a little noise in the background. There's people driving past. We in the neighborhood. It's a nice day, but it's cold outside. For real, for real. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this invoice. Let me see. Hold on. I'll block out my address. I'll just do this. So I'm gonna show y'all my invoice. So this is the invoice. So as y'all can see, on this side, this is the description of what's getting done to the car. So they tell y'all the description, and then they tell y'all how long it's gonna take. So as y'all can see here, frame fabrication for the front, 24 hours. That's how much they charge. Frame fabrication for the rear, 40 hours, that's how much it costs. The mini tub fabrication, 20 hours, that's how much it costs. So, as y'all can see, they write it down and they put it in the description on what's gonna be done to the car, and then they just execute it. So, so that's kind of what's really going on. I know some people ask me some of the sites, like I said, trick chassis for all the rear control arms. The rear end quick performance for the rear end and axles, which the axles is 35 spline. And jegs for the QA1 coilovers, front control arms and coilovers. So now some people probably asking what's next on the Chevy. So right now, as y'all can see, when I first showed y'all this car, I did a breakdown of all the parts I had. I did a parts layout. So y'all see everything I got. I still got a lot of parts that ain't on the Chevy, but I still got to get like the trans cross brace. We still got to come off the frame. Make sure the frame is good. Make sure the bushing holes is good, everything. But we taking our time, you know, because it takes a lot of time, energy, and money to build cars like this, so we're not rushing. But the next thing that's gonna happen to the car is it's gonna come off the frame, get powder coat and whatnot, possibly frame bracing. I don't know if I'm gonna really need that, because I don't know if I'm gonna be pushing that much power for real. It's like I said, it's a fun street car, but it's coming along slowly but surely. Y'all just gotta be patient with me. Remember, I'm a 9 to 5 guy, so I'm trying to make his videos when I can and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a walk around and show y'all, like I said, some of the things on the Chevy. So, all right, y'all. So I know some people want to see the car. So this is where we at right now. We got the wheels mounted on. So it's a lot of parts inside the car right now. You know, we got parts on the hood. There's a lot of car parts in here, but we still need a lot of parts to get where we want to be. So, but as y'all can see, you come up, look at the car. Like, this door has Bondo, but don't worry, this door is already being replaced. I'm getting 2 new doors, so we're not worried about the doors. But the rest of the car is solid. Towards the front, some people was asking me about the drivetrain and whatnot. Right now, my motor and trans is at Slate. I still need like fans, radiator, you know, a whole lot of like little miscellaneous stuff, some hoses, brand new brake line stuff. So like I said, before I go back there, I'm probably gonna get my next set of parts like I did with the suspension. and take everything there. So when they get it, they work on it like how they did with the wheels and the frame and the back and everything. So I'll probably take this stuff off here in the garage, take this off, clean it up, and clean up everything, take that off, because we're not using this system. We're gonna have something newer there. But overall in all, we're taking our time, it's coming along. So you just gotta trust the process, and trust me, man, it's coming along. So like I said, that parts list is just a slight parts list. I'm gonna make another video maybe towards the end of the build to show y'all from front to back how much everything costs, where I got everything from, who I got it from and whatnot, so y'all can actually just go through and maybe get the same things for your build. But like I said, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe. Remember to tell a friend to subscribe again, man. We out.